Hello everyone, today I'm just going to be re-explaining the Eternal Tower V2. I completely redid the interior of it, I redid the entrance process of it, and I also redid the spawn area because yes, anyways, we have the guard's handbook over here, we have well-being inside the guard's ender chest, we have these shulker boxes inside of it. Basically the guard will take out their shulker box, they'll place it on the ground, they'll take what they need from it, and then they'll use the shulker breaker to break it and put it inside their ender chest again. It's a way more compact system. Anyways, over here we have teleport to guard's room, which we're going to do right now. Now we're in the guard's room. Over here we have the beds over here, the entrance band, I'll talk about that later, the stasis chambers, the pearl glitch, you can pearl out of the prison, you can pearl glitch out of there for the entrance process. We also have the ender chest and the shulker breaker that I talked about earlier. Now basically the entrance band over here, you have to chunk ban the prisoner, wait for a server restart, and then unchunk ban them. That way that clears all the ender pearl stasis chambers, and then they won't have any stasis chambers to come into the cell anymore, or come out of the cell, same thing, who cares. Anyways, over here we have a little way to pearl glitch in and out of the entrance hallway. Ender pearl, let's go over here. I messed that up, don't worry about it. Okay, never mind, I'm good. So yeah, down here we have the hall, but I'm just going to be explaining this bunker right over here first. I'm going to be explaining this first. But anyways, we have the auto panic and the ender pearls. We take out the ender pearls, they refill because of some hoppers and some chests that go over there. And now I'm going to explain the auto panic. Basically, we have one auto panic guard, which normally would never come online. They only come online for visitor/imprisonment process. Basically, they come online, they step on this pressure plate, and then they flick the lever. Now, if they step off the pressure plate, the suicide switch will be triggered. So basically, if they get chunk banned, suicide switch is triggered. If another guard gets chunk banned, then because of the guard handbook, they have to step off and trigger the suicide. That's how that works. But anyways, we're gonna come up out of the bunker over here, the lower chamber, I guess you could say, and we're gonna be explaining the entrance hall. Basically, we're going to be opening up the portal, and now people can, the prisoner I mean, or visitor, same thing, who cares. They walk through the portal, then I immediately close it so nobody else can get in. We also have a guard checking for invis potion people with the particles. But anyways, now we have the doors. Now we have three pairs of doors for 3 cells. The right door on each pair is actually the prisoner's door, bed trap thing, whatever. And the left door on each pair will be for the visitor. Basically, when the visiting process is over, we'll open the door, go break the bed, and after that he'll die of hunger, respawn at world spawn. And yeah, they basically get to the beds with the doors over here, with the controls right here, with all the levers. That controls everything, basically. So yeah, those are the portal glitches. That's how you get in and out of the hallway over here. I explained this earlier. But yeah. Now I'm going to explain the prisoner entrance process. And after that, I'm going to explain the cells. But anyways, here's what will happen. I go over here, pretend I'm the prisoner/visitor, same thing. Basically, when the prisoner walks over here, they're going to open these doors, go to the entrance portal, and then they'll be greeted by this giant portal. Now they're going to be chunk banned with 2 other guards with them. Guard 1, Guard 2, the warden inside the Eternal Tower over there, but the 2 other guards will be with me. Now basically, we're going to be chunk banned until a server restart happens. Once that happens, we will both log on at the same time, and Guard 2 will come and do the kill check in the nether with me, while Guard 1 stays out here and makes sure nobody sneaks into the ender portal. They can check for invis people with invis particles, because on Bedrock Edition, invis particles are huge, so it's really easy to tell. Now let's go over here. Basically, the Guard 2 will do the kill check with me with the respawn anchors. After the kill check is done, I will have no items for even when I enter the prison. So once I enter the prison, which I can't, I turn off the portal. The portal will only be turned on for like a split second for me to enter, by the way. But anyways, once I enter the prison, I will have no items with me, which is why I'm able to make it look good. I don't need to make it secure if they have no items, basically. So that's why it looks good. Anyways, the guard will open up the lever for me. Slash game mode creative. Pretend I'm a prisoner, so this is the right door, whatever. And since it's the right door, that means that's the prisoner door. Now if you are a visitor, obviously you would go to the left door. And once the visiting process is over, the guard would come and break the bed over here. Anyways, guard goes over here. I set my spawn right over here. I kill myself. And I'm in the prison. Also, I think I have... Okay, yeah, something was wrong with that. It's whatever. Now I'm in the prison, and now I'm going to be explaining the droppers. Basically, we have bread inside these for the food, but you can't actually break it. Well, you can, but when you do, you won't be able to get the dropper item. This is because it's way too far away for you to be able to reach over and get it. Now, the reason that I don't want you to be able to get the dropper item is because you can block off your spawn, wait for yourself to have hunger, and respawn on the roof. That was an escape method previously possible on the Eternal Tower V1, but I did V2, so that's fixed now. Anyways, the same thing would happen for the visitor, except the visitor would leave the prison when their bed is broken. The prisoner stays there for a few weeks, and then their bed is broken for them to respawn outside, because that's how the prison sentences work. This is like meant for like weeks of prison sentence, basically. Like, you'll stay in here. Your prison sentence will be like a few weeks at most. Probably. I don't know. Anyways, that's that. And now, I'm going to show you guys well, obviously we have these guys. They give a constant mine fatigue so you can't break anything. And of course, we also have the side detector, the roof detector, and the suicide switch. Now, here's how that works. Basically, we have the side detector, which is, with the skulk sensors. They detect whenever someone's trying to pearl into it. And I just activated the suicide. That's okay though. It's single player, so that means that doesn't work anymore. I mean, it only works in a server basically. But anyways, if you try to pro glitch into here, the suicide gets activated with these skulk sensors, some droppers next to the skulk sensors, and then you also have observers going all the way up to the roof detector. You also have skulk sensors over here activating the roof detector, and also there's a hole in it. That's for you to be able to pearl glitch out. I'll talk about that later. But anyways. Over here, we also have the redstone. Basically, this is the roof detector redstone. It goes all the way down over here, and triggers the suicide. The skulk sensors on the sides trigger the suicide, so does the roof detector. Now, I'm going to be explaining how you pro glitch out of the prison, and then that'll be the entire thing explained. Now I'm going to go into game mode C, right over here, and I'm going to be pro glitching out of the prison. Now, I have to make sure that my first coordinate in the coordinate chain up here, position, colon, all the coordinates, basically I have to make sure that's either -19, -18, or -17, because those are only safe 3 blocks. Now, I'm going to pro glitch to the top of the prison, then I'm going to be finished, well, I'm going to be finished with pro glitching, obviously. Then I'm going to start explaining how the roof detector has a hole in it and is still secure. I'm probably going to make a cut to once I'm done pro glitching out. Alright, now we're approaching y equals 50, and that's the place I need to stop pro glitching out to show you guys. Slash game mode spectator, and this is it. Now basically, the reason I wanted the first coordinate to be either -18, -17, or -19, the reason I want that is that coordinates with these 3 blocks over here. Now, these are the only safe ones to make edits to the blocks over here. If you do something to any other block other than these 3, the suicide is activated. Now you may be thinking that you can use the CAF's portal glitch to dig your way through here, but that's impossible. The reason is because portals have a 4-block base. This is 3 blocks. That means that you can portal down here without triggering the suicide. So anyways, you have that explained. Basically everything else explained. And that's pretty much it now. We also have the redstone over here. Yeah, this is how the auto panic works. Basically, whenever the auto panic is activated, go over here, remove a piston, skulk sensors detect that, trigger the suicide. That's how that works. But anyways, that's pretty much the entire prison explained. Inescapable, basically. There is one escape that I can explain, but that's like really advanced. It's like really hard to explain, basically. Plus, Hectopia's channel, the Hectopia channel, I forgot the channel owner's name. but the owner of Hectopia's channel, who made the Basalt Bastion, they're gonna do an escape on that with like portals and witherboards. Basically, we basically thought of the same escape. Basically, you can still escape this even when the suicide is activated with portals to generate and stuff. But yeah, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna explain it because that's like super complicated. Anyways, though, that's the entire thing explained. Basically, a whole new prison. Oh yeah, one more thing to explain actually. Right over here, we have the fence around the prison. Basically, because of the skulk sensors, I mean, do anything outside of the prison, you could trigger the suicide. So then we just stopped mobs from coming in here and triggering the suicide via this fence over here. So now mobs can't wander in, trigger the suicide, ruin the prison. That's not possible anymore. But yeah, basically inescapable. The one method that would be extremely tedious. Need a lot of portals, need a lot of withers, need hundreds of Minecraft accounts. I'm not gonna explain that right now, but basically it's pretty much impossible to escape. There's only one method, which I'm not gonna explain because it's really complicated. Anyways, that's the entire prison to explain. I hope you enjoyed, or at least were happy that I explained it way faster and better. I mean, it's 11 minutes 30 seconds. It's better than the 13 minutes that it took last time though, so that's good. But yeah, entire thing explained. Whatever. Bye. Try and escape this prison. You won't. See ya.